Law 46. Never appear too perfect. Appearing better than others is always dangerous, but most dangerous of all is to appear to have no faults or weaknesses. Envy creates silent enemies. It is smart to occasionally display defects and admit to harmless vices in order to deflect envy and appear more human and approachable. Only gods and the dead can seem perfect with impunity.
I have a law in the 48 Laws of Power called never appear too perfect. And the danger in the world today is, the number one danger is envy. We live in a time of social media, etc., where it's massive envy, where we know what everybody else is doing in life, and we don't like to admit that we're envious, so we attack people passive-aggressively. We subvert them, we try and throw obstacles in their way. We criticize them when in fact we envy them. And the strategy there is to learn how to deflect envy. So if you're Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, you have to have some humor, you have to have some self-deprecating humor. You have to take the criticism that comes and kind of laugh at it and go along with it so that you don't appear all stiff and rigid and defensive.
And Michael said he thought that I should meet him because there might be a very interesting part for me, and Joe liked my work. And I went along to meet him at Michael's house. He said to me, Michael, before the whole thing began, I warn you, we'll have to have the friend there. And I didn't realize the implications of this until I actually met Halliwell. And the conversation of Joe's was punctuated by interruptions from Kenneth Halliwell. He would say, Joe, oh yeah, we went to see this thing on Wednesday night, and then the other one, Halliwell would say, no, it wasn't Wednesday. How could it be Wednesday, Joe, when that was the time we were seeing, and then he mentioned something else. And so Joe said, oh, no, it wasn't, it was Tuesday, that's right, it was Tuesday. Yes, it was Tuesday. Anyway, we went there Tuesday, got there about 7, and then Halliwell, no, it wasn't 7. How could it have been 7? We didn't leave the house. And I found this aggravating and extremely annoying. And I remember saying to Joe afterwards, at some juncture when we were alone, that endless correction, it's almost shrewish, wife-like business, must irk you. And he said, oh, no, it's all right, I'm quite used to it. No, it's all right. No, he's got a thing about accuracy. And that was true because the editing mind of Halliwell, which was very much in evidence when you came to things like rewrites, manifested itself in a very interesting way. I know on 2 different occasions, Joe would suggest a line and Halliwell would say, no, that's overlong, and condense it. Now, I saw that happen twice, and I thought, oh, yes, that is interesting.
Okay, my boys, so the sun is beaming on me right now, but this video / type of episode is never appear too perfect. Law 46. Your aura of greatness can overwhelm them. Never appear too perfect or you'll develop plenty of enemies, right? On my channel, you know you're a king, right? So you're now crowned a king. So I'm gonna crown you that you're a king, right? So as you maneuver through your way as a king, not a lot of people like the king, right? Unless, like, you know what I'm saying, you're maneuvering, like, and you're moving like you're the best of best. In a way, I teach you guys that you should. But in a way, like, if you're too cocky, too arrogant in a way, people will start to hate you because you're the shit. But, like, once you overly express that you're the shit, it's like people start to develop that hatred towards you. And in this chapter, it's all about the people who envy you, right? So the enemies that you will get are people who envy you, who want to be in the position that you are, who wants to be as confident as you, who wants to be seen as a king like you, right? Because I crown you guys king because in this book also, I also made a separate video of be royal in your fashion, move like a king and to be treated like one, or be seen as a king to be treated like one. So, you know what I'm saying, you're dressing nicer, you're looking better, you're taking care of yourself, right? And everybody wants to come for the king's throne, but not everyone could be the king. You see what I'm saying? So I crown you king no matter where you are. You could be in South Africa. You can be in England. You could be in Jersey like me. Just understand I rule the place I stay in. You dig what I'm saying? So around you, you rule the place you stay in. And as you start to maneuver and throughout your day as higher, like you are really great, because once you start to believe in yourself, it will translate in your aura. So your aura of greatness will speak to others. And in a way, in my own experience as well, I can tell you that you start to get these eyes from other people, and you can tell it's the eyes of like envy. And I'm not trying to say that to be like, oh, I'm the greatest or whatever, or like to be seen as higher, but generally though, you will start to see the eyes, and the eyes are everything. He said, what Scarface said? He said, the eyes, Chico, they never lie, right? So as I go through my day, right, I have this one specific story, right? Back when I used to work at Walmart. Right? And there was this one dude, like I can tell, like not to like put it out there like that, but I could tell he don't like me, but like he don't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's like someone gonna stare at you, but they ain't gonna do nothing. I'm staring back at you like, you know what I'm saying? I am the shit, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it a beam. But like, you know what I'm saying? Even when you're walking with you start to walk with your head how high and your chest up, you start to get this level of like just greatness, of just like, even when you don't want to be seen as great, even when you're not doing nothing, like, you know what I'm saying, within this atmosphere of work, bitch, I'm working and I'm just moving along, just trying to get shit done. My mouth is closed. All I'm doing is walking past people, you know what I'm saying? For the people I fuck with, I'm dabbing up, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying what's up to everybody I fuck with. But for the other people, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? So keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. I don't even like pay attention to you. I don't even look at these people, right? But every time I walk through the cut, I'm telling you, I see him look at me and he just staring at me. And I'm just staring back, because I'm not the type of dude to like look away like a bitch. No, I'm looking at you like, what? Like, I'm gonna give it a beam. Like, you staring at me so hard. But I'm telling you, you can tell from their eyes, like, yo, like you get that aura too, and that sense of like energy of like, yeah, he don't fuck with me. Like, he don't fuck with me because I'm the shit. And I know I'm the shit around this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, like, every time I walk through the cut, I can tell he ain't fuck with me. He ain't like me, right? And I understood after reading this book, I understood that you can get and develop like people who envy you. And I can tell that was one of them. Not a question. But they won't say nothing. He will come and shake my hand after a while, you know what I'm saying? After me being in the cut, because we work in there 8 hours, 10 hours type shit. He'll come through the cut, dab me up sometimes, but I can tell him, like, yeah, I gotta watch out for this dude. I don't fuck with him, he don't fuck with me. And the only reason I don't fuck with him is because he don't fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? So I realized, like, yo, you can develop people who envy you, and you might have those people maybe in your school. You might have those people even in your gym or in your workplace who are like type envious, who like give you the vibes of like they jealous of you, and you will see it. You can just look at them in their eyes, and it's just like, if they're continuously staring at you every single time, why are you looking at me, dude? But he ain't never did nothing, so I ain't have to do nothing. But it's like, I could tell, like, yo, this dude, he don't fuck with me. I gotta watch out for him. I don't fuck with him either. You know what I'm saying? But he'll come shake my hand. You know what I'm saying? He'll come dab me up and try to chop it up sometimes. But I could tell, like, yo, like, I think he's scared that I'll take his bitch or something. I'm gonna keep it a beam. Because, like, what a lot of dudes don't like you is because when you're handsome, you take care of yourself, you will start to get hatred from other guys because they want to be like you. And within that atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, I was getting a lot of women, even in that Walmart, they was all tweaking on me. I'm gonna keep it a beam. Like, all of them was tweaking on me. So, and the crazy part is, I only wanted, like, I didn't even want none of them. I had one of them, like, in the cut, you know what I'm saying, some little shit I was fucking with, but, like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I guess everyone was fucking with me because other girls from other departments fucked with me and looked, like, you know what I'm saying, had crushes on me. All of, like, other people are telling me, like, yo, that girl like you, this girl like you. I'm like, you can have her, bro. I don't want her. Like, I'm literally like, bro, you can have her. Trust me. Like, I am no, I am a threat, but trust me, I am no threat to you with that girl. I do not want her. But like other guys, like, they value this girl, but that girl values me, so they create some sort of like animosity between me and the dude. I'm like, bro, you can have the bitch. I don't want her. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was never like to the point where we're gonna scrap over a girl or anything like that. But you can tell, like, in a way, like, I'm just like, as I maneuver, like, I am the king. So it's like, not everyone wants to be in that king throne. And when you're confident and you're sure of yourself and you know who you are, other people want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was more of like the typical type gamer. He was type of like the nerdy gamer. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like the dude never took care of his haircuts. He was out of like kind of shape. You know what I'm saying? Skinny, fat, all of that. But I'm the dude who take care of his skin, his teeth, everything, take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? I hit the gym. I just got out the gym just now. I look good. I take care of myself. So it's like, I do everything I need to do in order to grow. But those people don't know all that work that you need to do. And I've been off that video game shit and, you know, all that. But they don't know the work that you do that you put in to, like, really become who you are. But they will just automatically want to jump to that position. And if they're not in that position, they envy you. They don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Because in a way, even if you had a girl, I came through the cut, man, you better grab a hold of that bitch. You dig what I'm saying? But never appear too perfect. And in a way, I felt like every time I walked through the cut, like, I guess I was seen as like kind of really perfect. Not to say that I was perfect, but like, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like I was really him, and that creates your aura of greatness. But like, some people can dig it and some people won't dig it. Some people really won't fuck with you because of that. And you know what I'm saying? You gonna develop haters. You will have haters no matter what. I'm not saying that you're not gonna have haters, but you know what I'm saying? This is like a different type of hater. A hater just hates you because he don't fuck with you. But like, a person who envies you, he'll do anything he can kind of to tear you down, right? So let's get into this chapter, bro. This chapter is crazy, bro. So there's this one dude, all right? And you know what I'm saying? They're boyfriends, right? But there's a dude named Joe Orton and Kenneth Halliwell, right? This is back in like the 1950s, right? In England and shit. So these two dudes end up becoming lovers, which is like, hey, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, but, you know what I'm saying? To become lovers, whatever, they're gay. And basically, they're working on a project, right? And Joe is like more of the ambition dude, like ambitious type of guy. And Kenneth is like, he's there, you know what I'm saying? He's putting in some work, but he ain't like how Joe is, right? But mind you, these dudes are lovers, right? So you shouldn't be envious of your lover. It's weird, right? But Kenneth is like kind of the opposite. He's bald, he's type ugly, you know what I'm saying? As the author goes on in the story, he's like, yeah, this dude type ugly and shit, you know what I'm saying? So they started like acting and making like writer type scripts and shit like that, or like being writers, right? And eventually, right, they end up going to jail, right? But before that, their business wasn't booming. They wasn't getting shit moving. They wasn't really in a lab. They really wasn't grinding, because Kenneth was more of like the dude who's too laid back and holding Joe back to like who he was, right? So basically, these two go to jail for like extorting books from the library. Weirdest sentence, I swear on my soul. It says something about them going to jail for something about like in the library. I believe they were taking books and all of that and inheriting them so that they can gain more knowledge. But you know what I'm saying? I guess back in the day, if you ain't have the library pass, bitch, and you stole books, bitch, you going to jail, right? So it says in 1957, Orton began to write his own. But it wasn't until 5 years later, when the lovers were jailed for 6 months for defacing dozens of library books, that he began to find his voice, perhaps not by chance. This was the first time he and Halliwell had been separated in 9 years. So they end up going to jail for some stealing books in the library, right? So they go to jail for 6 months, whatever. And, bitch, I ain't gonna lie, I stole one of these books from the library. I ain't never returned it. So, shit, if you see me in jail for 6 months, man, don't ask me why. But so they ended up going to jail, right? And basically through jail, he got away from Kenneth. Kenneth is like the dude who's way like more chill, kind of laid back. Joe's really on the grind. He really trying to come up. So Joe ends up starting to write OD in there. He starts to write a lot in jail, and he develops like this keenness, and he develops this mindset for like, yeah, I'm really gonna go get it. I'm gonna do everything I say I'm gonna do, right? And he really starts to get nice at writing. And you know what I'm saying? Being away from distractions, all you have to do in jail is like, you know what I'm saying? For me, would be push-ups, reading, and, you know, developing and writing my own plans as well. So he started writing his own stories, you know what I'm saying, like acting plays and shit like that. So he really comes up, and Kenneth is like right here, but Joe is really right here, you see what I'm saying? So Joe ends up getting his own play, and he ends up making the play, and that shit was lit. Like, everyone started to fuck with it, even the Beatles did. So he started to rise in fame, right? But throughout the years, and he kept growing. Like, once he started, he kept it moving. He had the ball rolling. And he ended up developing more status, more fame and shit like that. But he was always a chill, laid-back dude that the author says. He be coolin', right? But Kenneth, since, like, he like the dude who's giving him ideas of, like, what to do, and Joe's really the one putting it all together, making it more, he starts to develop more of the status, more of, like, yeah, he's really that dude. While Kenneth is, like, you know, he's there. He's, like, the helper. He's, like, think of, like, Joe as Batman and Kenneth as Robin. You know what I'm saying? Robin doesn't get nearly as much credit as Batman, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Robin's still type Robin, but he couldn't accept that role, right? So as Joe started to get more lit, Kenneth couldn't really fuck with it. Like, he started to get more mad and more envious because, bro, he started to, like, really come up, and Joe's right here, Kenneth's right here. He's still Robin. He still included his name and everything like that in the plays and all that. But Joe is that main dude, you see what I'm saying? And his partner, this is his boyfriend, no gay shit. Well, it is gay, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's his boyfriend, but he couldn't deal with this shit. Like, he couldn't fuck with it. So they start bickering, and, you know what I'm saying, they start, like, you know what I'm saying, having problems within the relationship, because Kenneth is, like, Robin and Joe is Batman, and Kenneth can't stand that shit. So they're You know what I'm saying? They're kind of on and off. They broke up, you know what I'm saying? And then they said that Joe ended up fucking other dudes and shit. Like, all that weird shit. But, like, you know what I'm saying? They ended up coming back together and shit like that, right? So even within people, right, they'll be out in public together. Everyone's starting to know Joe, and they also know Kenneth. But a lot of people start to gravitate and want to talk to Joe because he was more of the handsome dude, chill, laid back. Well, Kenneth, ugly than a motherfucker. He bald, he's this, that, and the third. So he's seeing everyone that comes up to them is all like, hey, Joe, what's up, Joe? And they kind of don't really know Kenneth as much. And he ugly as shit, so they didn't want to talk to bro, really. But Joe was really the cool, laid back, you know what I'm saying, good-looking dude. And he's that guy. But Kenneth couldn't stand this shit, bro. The author says, unlike the handsome Orton, Halliwell was bald and awkward. His defensiveness made people want to avoid him. Like, he's just one of them ugly ass dudes that ain't nobody want to talk to. You see what I'm saying? So he had an issue with everything. So as they continuously grow, and as Joe is growing, and Kenneth is growing as well, he couldn't stand it. So they ended up breaking up. Then they ended up getting back together, and they had like this one speech, and this was all written down in like a journal. Joe used to, you know what I'm saying? Joe used to literally write down shit in his journal, and Kenneth had the journal as well. But basically, they broke up and came back together, right? This is the power of how someone can envy you. Listen, they broke up and got back together. And they had like a plan where they were going to work it out and everything was going to go well. And 2 months later, bro, Kenneth couldn't stand this shit. Kenneth couldn't stand this shit so much that he grabbed a motherfucking hammer and started beating the shit out of Joe. And he killed him. He literally killed Joe. Then after that, Kenneth had like 20 sleeping pills in his hands, and he just swallowed it up, drank it, and fell asleep and died as well because he overdosed as well. Kenneth outwardly seemed as happy as Orton. Inwardly, though, he was seething. And 2 months later, in the early morning of August 10th, 1967, just days after helping Orton put the finishing touches to the wicked farce What the Butler saw, undoubtedly his masterpiece, Kenneth Halliwell belunged Joe to death with repeated blows of a hammer to the head. He then took 21 sleeping pills and died himself, leaving behind a note that read, if you read Orton's diary, all will be explained, right? Kenneth Halliwell had tried to cast his deterioration as mental illness, trying to say like, no, I was sick, I was this, that, and the third. No, bitch, you were just envious of bro. But what Joe Orton's diary revealed to him was the truth. It was envy, pure and simple, that lay at the heart of his sickness. The diaries which Halliwell read on the slide recounted the couple's days as equals and that their struggle for recognition. After Orton found success, the diary began to describe Halliwell's brooding and his rude comments at parties, his growing sense of inferiority. All of this Orton narrated a distance that bordered on the contempt. So, even with his lover, bro, no gay shit, but it's gay. He literally envied him so much that he wanted to be equal with him, and he killed him and took 21 pills, fell asleep so that they can be equal, and died together so that they can be equal together in a way because he's mentally ill. But no, bitch, he was just envious of bro. He couldn't stand being the Robin in the Batman relationship. It's crazy. So even with the people that you know around your way, once you really start to gain power and greatness and you start to enliven yourself, you start to believe in yourself, you start to know yourself, you start to become powerful, and you start to have a lot of confidence around your way. You start to develop this confidence that people start to kind of envy because, like I said, in most of this world, and a lot of this world, humans are very insecure of themselves. They really are. A lot of humans are very insecure of themselves. I switched my mindset to becoming a king and being confident and listening to, you know what I'm saying, good things that's going to make me more positive. And the positive emotions withhold me to a higher standard and makes me more happy. So I'm an enlivened star, but I am great and I know who I am. So when you come into a room like that, for instance, you're great, you're happy, you know who you are, you're very positive, and there's like a group of people who are very depressed, sad, everything like that, they will start to envy that person who's very happy or who's very confident, who knows who he is, because that group of people are all depressed and they want to stay down, so they want other people to come with them and stay down. But no, bitch, I am very happy. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very confident. No matter what anyone says, no matter what it is, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? So your aura will speak, and it will sometimes smack a dude in the face. It will smack a bitch in the face because they're all unsure of themselves. But even with women, they actually love guys who are very confident, obviously, right? No, why would you want the shy, scared guy? Oh, should I go up to the girl? No. But that's most people. When you walk up to a girl and you just not scared, you talk to her and look into her in her eyes, you're more confident and you have that swag and that maneuver and you know how to move, like, you know what I'm saying? You got that game. It's going to be so much different compared to the guy who's insecure of himself, who's second doubting or second guessing himself to go up to a girl. But you're just there like, it's a girl. What, she going to smack you? You scared of a girl? What's up with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's going to smack them in the face, even with your ideologies, like shit like that. It's going to like be like, oh my God, he thinks he the shit. Like, but bitch, is she going to smack you? What you scared for? You know what I'm saying? So once envy eats at someone, everything you do will only make it grow. And day by day, it festers inside him. Eventually, he will attack. Only a minority can succeed at the game of life. That minority inevitably arouses the envy of those around him. Once success happens your way, however, the people to fear the most are those in your circles, the friends and acquaintances you have left behind. Feeling of inferiority gnaws at them. The thought of your success only heightens their feelings of stagnation. Envy, which the philosopher Kierkegaard called unhappy admiration, takes hold. You may not see it, but you will feel it someday. Unless, that is, you learn strategies of deflection, little sacrifices to the gods of success. Either dampen your brilliance occasionally, purposefully revealing a defect, weakness, or anxiety, or attributing to your success to luck, or simply find yourself new friends. Never underestimate the power of envy. People who are envious are dangerous towards you. They will start to like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually they'll bite. They will start to do things. Think of people who are like school shooters, who are actually mentally ill, who are very not, confident in themselves. School shooter, you will never meet a school shooter who's like confident of himself. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't go and kill innocent people. He wouldn't do that. But it's the opposite. The people who want to be in those positions, the people who think lowly of themselves and think that they're shit, they want to like cause harm to other people because they are not confident, because they are not the king. And you know what I'm saying? Not everyone could be a king, but it's all in your mindset. If you read or watch videos like this, you're going to develop that type of mindset of like, yes, I am a king. I know who I am. I'm one of the greats. And you will start to see that people might envy you. And you got to really understand how to deflect it, right? So how to deflect it is reveal a defect, a weakness or anxiety, which this does is like, if you were seeing yourself as a king, you're higher. If you're like anxious, or you reveal that you're like the regular people, for instance, or whatever, right? It will show that you're more human, and then they will start to see like, he's just like us, you know what I'm saying? Even though you're one of them ones, but you know what I'm saying? Not saying that you go around your way like you're a god or anything like that. Even though, like, you know what I'm saying, king and god is like almost, it's like the higher up of like, you know what I'm saying, of like of the like the food chain of like the motherfucking basically the food chain, or yeah. So you know what I'm saying, like not everyone's gonna like the king, but you know what I'm saying, you just gotta show like to like a lot of people, if they're very envious and you got a lot of haters, you got a lot of people that really don't fuck with you, just show that you're like a regular person, and it will dumb it down to in a way of like, oh yeah, he is a regular guy, you know what I'm saying, he's a cool dude after all, you know what I'm saying. It would change their point of view you know what I'm saying. And that could go a long way, because a lot of people will try to go out their way to fuck with you or to do certain things in a way to harm you, or like to like make you not like feel good about yourself. They'll do a lot of certain things, they'll say a lot of things because they envy you. You see what I'm saying? And these, like you said, it could be the people within your circle, it can be your friends, it could be your family. I'm telling you, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not even gonna mention that one, but it could be your family as well, because they don't think like you, they don't move like you. And for a lot of guys, it's like, if you get a lot of women, just a lot of guys are gonna start to hate on you. I don't know why, but it's just like that. Dudes is just, I don't know, they weird, bro. The insidious envy of the masses can be deflected quite easily. Appear as one of them in styles and value. See, like, I'm a king though, but like I'm not gonna break myself to be like a peasant. But just show that you're a regular guy and you're just like human in a way. And then, you know what I'm saying, the hate is going to go down. Make alliances with those below you and elevate them to positions of power to secure their support in times of need. Never flaunt your wealth, and carefully conceal the degree to which it has bought influence. Make a display of deferring to others as if they were more powerful than you. Never be so foolish as to believe that you are stirring up admiration by flaunting the qualities that raise you above them. By making them aware of their inferior position, you are only stirring up unhappy admiration or envy, which will gnaw away at them until they undermine you in ways you cannot foresee. The fool dares the god of envy by flaunting his victories. The master of power understands that The appearance of superiority over others is inconsensual next to the reality of it. Listen to this quote. Of all the disorders of the soul, envy is the only one no one can confess to. When you're envious or you're jealous of someone, you will never admit it. You know what I'm saying? And we all been there. We all been like kind of jealous of someone, and I could outwardly admit that, like, you know what I'm saying. But after I develop myself and I know who I am not insecure of like myself. I don't care who's in the room, whatever it is. I do what I want. This is my room. I'm like one of the greats, and you know what I'm saying? I've truly developed this in myself, of my own confidence, that I don't have to be jealous of other people. When I see other dudes like get women or like bad bitches or anything, like I literally would cheer for you. I would be like, yeah, bro, go ahead, get some bitches. Or like, you know what I'm saying? If I see someone doing good that's even better than me, who has a nice car or like good wealth or anything like that, and is really coming up, I would literally cheer for, bro. I would support. I'll be like, yeah, bro, you really want to come do what you gotta do, bro? Because that's how I would want other people to treat me. But not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people have that within them to be like, yeah, bro, like I see you on the come up, like do your thing. You know what I'm saying? They won't show that. They will actually show like a, you know what I'm saying, a wishy-washy, what's that shit called? Like a hot and cold type of attitude. Like, yeah, bro, I see you on the come up, but you got things that you're not really good at, or you know what I'm saying, trying to hate, try to show love with hate. Like, no, bitch, you're just a bitch, and you're envious of me, or you don't like me, or you're just a hater. I'd rather you just say, bitch, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Then, oh, you're good at this, yada, yada, but you have a lot of work to do and you're not the greatest at this or whatever. Shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's lame, but I would actually cheer for someone. But you have to develop that inner game and inner work to really have that type of, like, enthusiasm for other people. Because generally, if I see one of my homies really coming up with, you know what I'm saying, anything that they do, I will be so happy for them. I will not be envious of them. But beware of other people, because they won't be like you. You see what I'm saying? I know to keep my guard up around people, because I know motherfuckers will come for that king spot. Like, they will want that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to be ready for it at all times. So check it. Understand that as you gain power, those below you will feel envious of you. They may not show it, but it's inevitable. Do not naively accept the facade that they show you. Read between the lines of their criticism, their little sarcastic remarks, the signs of backstabbing, the excessive praise that is preparing you for a fall, the resentful look in the eyes. Half the problem with envy comes when we do not recognize it until it's too late. So the passive aggressive as like comments, the love but with the hate type shit, the look at their body language. If you come around and they really don't like you, or they're looking at you too much, or they show like facial expressions of like, oh, who that? You know what I'm saying? They don't fuck with you just straight off of that. But then they'll put a mask and be like, hey, what's up, bro? Like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you got to realize that that's how humans work. It's just human nature. But once you know this type of things, you can see like people who don't fuck with you, right? I know plenty of times, right? Somebody will come up. I could see it in their eyes, or like how their facial expression is, that they don't really fuck with me for a split second, and then they will be like, oh, what's up, bro? Yada, yada, yada. Like, what's up, Patrick? How you doing? And I'm dabbing him up, but I'm looking at him like, man, this dude is goofy. He don't fuck with me, but he gonna sit here and act like he do. Like, you's a goofball. Like, why you move like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that you gotta outwardly be like, yeah, I don't fuck with you, yada, 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 but like, passive aggressive pussy shit is weird to me. You know what I'm saying? But that's human nature. Once you develop this understanding and you acquire this knowledge, you will know, and you'll see throughout your days, just by their facial expressions and how they look at you, you can tell like, he don't fuck with me. And you just maneuver around him. You don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? I'll make a whole separate video of disdain what you can't have. That's another law which is crazy. Within women, disdain women if you can't have them, because they give you more power. You dig what I'm saying? So that's going to be the next video. Real shit. You know, and that's deep, bro. No funny shit. Beware of some of envy's disguises. Excessive praise is an almost sure sign that the person praising you envies you. They are either setting you up for a fall. It will be impossible for you to live up to their praise, or they are sharpening their blades behind your back. At the same time, those who are hypocritical of you or who slander you publicly probably envies you as well. Recognize their behavior as disguised envy, and you keep out of the trap of mutual mudslinging or of taking their criticisms to heart. Win your revenge by ignoring them. But listen to what he says. You might think I'm a dickhead too, but listen. Win your revenge by ignoring their measly presence. Some little fucking, like, you ain't shit. The fuck you hating on me for? Do not try to help or do favors for those who envy you. They will think you are condescending to them. Joe Orton's attempt to help Halliwell find a gallery for his work only intensified his lover's feelings of inferiority and envy. Once envy reveals itself for what it is, the only solution is often to flee the presence of the enviers, leaving them to stew in hell of their own creation. Because it's that envious feeling and all that jealousy and all that hatred, that's within them. That's something that they have to work on. Like I said, I can show love and I truly won't feel envy. I will be so happy genuinely from my heart to see that someone's really winning around the way. Like I really will. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to see the cues that other people will give you. Just read it off body language, how they talk. And if the thing is with love, when someone shows you mad love, I get real skeptical because it's like, okay, he doing way too much in a way. Like, he doing a little too much dick sucking. Like, just imagine if you had like a friend around the way that's not really your man's, it's like an acquaintance, right? And he keep coming up like, yo, bro, I love what you're doing. You do great. You're great at what you do. Yada, yada, yada. Just showing too much love like every day. Yo, I love you, bro. I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like deep down inside, like in my mind, I'm thinking like, there's something about him I don't know about. Why he, like, I swear to God, I'm thinking like, yo, what's up with bro? Like, why he on my dick too much? Like, real shit, like, really, why he on my dick? Like, cause, like, hold on, bro. Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So, you got to see it for what it is. It is what it is, bro. And you got to see their cues. And, you know what I'm saying? That's within them hating on you. You know what I'm saying? Having these envious feelings because of who you are. That's within them. They have to fix that. They can stew in hell, like the author says. And once you disdain them and you leave them alone, they'll suffer in their misery of hating you. But when you don't pay that no mind, you don't even give a fuck, they just gonna hate you even more too. But that's something that deep down inside they gotta work on, of them being insecure of you or being insecure of themselves. Understand that, like, you know what I'm saying, they want to have a position to be like you. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt that before, and you might have as well, like where people don't fuck with you for some reason. And you just like, yo, why these dudes fuck with me? Like you won't even open your mouth. I promise to God, you wouldn't even open your mouth sometimes. But you can sense that people don't fuck with you, and like they trying to keep you out of the group or whatever. And I generally don't care because I love myself and I don't care about none of that. But I haven't even said a word. But bitch, like, why do you not fuck with me? Because like I'm really him. But like, why you don't fuck with me? Because I ain't even say nothing. I ain't even say a word, and he don't fuck with me. That's major dick sucking. Like, why he on my dick that hard? Like what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, he on my dick. What's wrong with you? So, that is the chapter of Law 46, man. Real shit, bro. Your aura of greatness can overwhelm them. Never appear too perfect or you'll develop plenty of enemies. And you will develop enemies sometimes anyways. It just is what it is. But develop too much people who envy you and dislike you for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even open my mouth, but bitch, this dude don't like me. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell, and other people might be like, oh, he talking yada, yada, yada about you, but like, he ain't say nothing to me. He ain't even open his mouth to me. Bitch, pussy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he talking behind my back, or she talking behind my back. You know what I'm saying? That's bitch shit. Leave it for the women. Like, oh, he said this. Do you know what he said? Like, that's bitch shit. But a dude gossiping about you behind his back, like behind your back, that's pussy. That's gay. Like, that's bitch shit to me. I ain't gonna lie. So, maneuver around your way as great, but you got to realize you're gonna have some people who might not fuck with you. And especially like on retention, I developed like that shit where, you know what I'm saying, your aura speaks so much that you're really confident and you're that radiating glowing light that other people want to put down. But all I do is show love to everyone who is around me. I don't give a fuck if I don't even know you. I show love. I always have my respect first. But you know what I'm saying, you disrespect, you got a line, I'm on your ass. You see what I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, bro. If you like this type of content, I'm really breaking down some knowledge for y'all, bro. It's so much fun for me, bro. I genuinely love this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? This is like this is human psychology to really break down things in life to understand and have a better understanding of like why certain things happen. And I love to play the game of life. Like, this is a game of life to understand that once you understand and get this knowledge that you can use it in certain ways, and you could see like, he don't fuck with me, or this, that, and the third, or you know what I'm saying, you understand how humans work. It's like a game. You start to know what to do in certain situations. You see what I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, bro. And I'm gonna leave my last video right here for you guys. So I'm actually might leave the Act Like a King to Be Treated Like One right here. So go fuck with that one. That one's like the same one as this video, but like, I love that video. Like, that was a really good video of mine. So I'm gonna leave that one right here for you guys. So stay yourself. Oh, If you want a one-on-one consultation with me, I'm going to leave it in the description below. So stay yourself, stay 300. Whatever you're doing in life, trust me, I believe in you, bro.